Supporting young people in Sacramento takes many forms at the Sacramento Youth Center. Its founders say they realized that students needed a place to go when they weren't at school or at home.
Yeah, and that sparked the idea for their Del Paso Heights-based youth center, and KCRA 3's Leanne Denyer takes us inside.
Brian Martinez first walked into the Sacramento Youth Center about 2 years ago.
The atmosphere is really nice, you know. There's a lot of good staff around here who help students with any type of, struggle or anything that they need help on.
Hi guys, come on in.
The drop-in center offers young people like him a place to be outside of home and school.
I would definitely describe it as a safe space for youth to be in after school, to just find friends, have fun, play video games, but then also take advantage of the programs that we provide.
The nonprofit is based in Del Paso Heights, located right on Del Paso Boulevard, and offering programming to youth 14 to 24.
We are meeting practical needs. I think that's what I really like, is it kind of cuts away some of the systems that maybe keep resources far away from youth and individuals in need, and we really try to get straight to practical needs.
Since we're going to talk about learning techniques, right?
One of its programs is this refugee peer mentoring class.
And then when you have this, to make a wing, right?
The class is largely tailored to meeting the needs of young people who have moved to Sacramento from Afghanistan.
Since I've had that lived experience as a refugee myself, I wanted to be a mentor like that for them here.
Mentorship and peer-to-peer support are key components to SYC's mission.
Right now, kids are afraid to make mistakes, and so I think the biggest thing we push is to just make a plan and start working towards it right now.
And whether it be just having someone to talk to, someone to walk through a college application with, or a place to pick up the basics, Sac Youth Center strives to meet kids where they're at.
We want it to feel like their space. We want them to feel at home. We want it to feel welcome and inviting, and they can just come, hang out, do their homework, play video games, meet with a staff member, or just have a safe place to go after school. Okay, I'm letting you win.
In Sacramento, Leanne Denyer, KCRA 3 News.
Well, staff members say they hope to increase partnerships with local schools and set up another physical location. And if you're interested in getting involved, you can follow Sacramento Youth Center on social or just stop by and get a tour.